Hello, my pookies! Yay! Oh, finally, I'm here and I'm talking to you after 3 months. Yeah, 3 months without any recordings, without anything. I'm finally here. Okay, let's be a little bit more serious. I finally decided to talk about hijab, because I was not sort of feeling allowed to talk about it. Not because I was not a good hijabi, or maybe yes, a little bit. It's just that I wasn't feeling ready to talk about it, to be comfortable to talk about it, because in order to me, I didn't experience all this thing that I need to experience as a hijabi. So 6 months later, I'm here and I feel like I've experienced all this thing that I have to experience as a hijabi girl. I don't know if it's understandable understandable and whatever. So it was hard for me to find a way to plan this video, okay? Hijab is not something to take easy. It's not something to take just, let's talk about how we can be more pretty. No, hijab is something extremely serious. But I'm here in front of my laptop, in front of my phone, in front of my notebook, talking to you and trying to inform all the girls that are listening to me to maybe wear hijab, to maybe go and be a Muslim if you're not a Muslim. Inshallah. Okay, first we're going to see what is hijab. Okay, then my experience, my really personal experience, not with too much details, but with details. Okay, and finally, what are the benefits? What are the advantages? Even if I'm going to talk about it in the first point, I just want to finish this video with the advantages, because it's something that can just change all your way to think about hijab. Let's get into the first point. So hijab is the piece of tissue that will open you the door of Jannah, inshallah. First, hijab is an act of, I don't know how to pronounce it, obedience to the Creator, Allah. It's an act of honor and dignity, I don't know, of modesty, of purity, everything that finished with T. It's an act of everything that finished with T. It's not a barrier between you and people. It's a barrier between you and the people's evil. It's clearly not a symbol of oppression. Okay, I will just talk about it for a little seconds. In order to me, because I live in France, for the politic men and some dumb women, wearing hijab is an act of oppression. It's a symbol of oppression. You know, Muslim women doesn't have any freedom. They are not free. They are always locked with the rule of Islam. Oh, shut up. You're all wrong. You're all wrong. It's just a cloth covering your aura, your nakedness from others, women and men. You can show your aura to some people, some men, but it's like only your father, your grandfather, and I don't know if it's the uncle and the son of your sisters or brothers, your brothers. you can show it to your brothers. But for the woman, you can show it to women, but it's more great to not show it if you don't have any choice. Then show it. Then just show your hair and your arms and your legs to the woman. But if you don't have to, don't do it. You know, I don't know how to explain what is hijab. Hijab is just the thing that will make you feel more close to Allah, make you feel more close to Islam. And you will feel extremely I don't want to use this verb. You will feel a little bit more oppressed, but not in a bad way. You will feel more, okay, I'm hijabi, so I have to do good things. I have to be a better Muslim. That's what was happening to me. You have to be a better Muslim. I have to be the girl that I want to be. Hijab is like a step in your life that will just make everything so quick and makes everything your life extremely beautiful, extremely great, extremely peaceful. I'm not saying that when you will be hijabi you will not have any issue in your life, you will not have any problems with your health, I don't know, any problems, but it's like, I don't know how to say it, but it's a door that will open only if you believe more in Allah. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying actually, because I am confused. Whatever, let's talk about the second point, my experience. I will not show you all the bad things that I've done in my life, because it's not the subject of this video, and I will never tell you what are the bad things that I've done in my life. I don't know how to say it in English, because in French we say péché. So I don't know, it's like you've got péché and hasanat. I don't know the opposite of péché. I don't know, whatever. So I was not the girl that everyone shows and everyone knows to be a good Muslim. I was not praying, or I was praying once a month or twice a year. Astaghfirullah. But I was a good person. You know, I was not the type of person to be always in problems, to be always in any arguments with people. I was not a bad person. I was a person. I was just a human, okay? But when, like, my family, my friends, they never see me like in the future. They never see me in the future as a hijabi. They never see me as a great Muslim. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but you know. So one day, I just woke up, I put a mask on my hair, and I decided to wear hijab. Just to cover my hair, because I was wearing a mask. Then I go outside and I just saw how everyone was looking at me with some purity, with some kindness in their eyes. And I saw that even my friends were extremely sensitive. I was, but they were extremely sensitive at the view that they were seeing me with a hijab on my head. And that was extremely, how can I say it? It was like, how can I say it in English? It was a trigger A trigger? Yeah, a trigger. I was just like, wow. I was just receiving compliments like, oh, you're so beautiful with hijab on your head. Oh my god, you're so pretty. Oh, ya Allah, inshallah, you will wear the hijab in your life. And I was like, oh, why not? And I was just always overthinking. And now I was overthinking about something that would change my life, all my life, before all those things. And sometimes I'm just like, why do I have to wear hijab if when I'm going to school I have to remove it, and I will not find a work easily. I will be in difficult issues. I will be into too much issues. Even if I had some issues, even if I have to be in front of a wall, I know that Allah will help me because I've made a big improvement in my life. It's not a mistake to wear hijab when you're a teenager. I am at the end of my teenagerhood, and that's when everything is changing. And my big change, it's hijab. I was like, if I'm just wearing it for a whole month, what will happen in my life? And I wore it. I don't know. And everything was peaceful. Everything was great. I was praying. It was hard, but I was praying. I was believing in Allah, like no one's believing in Him, I don't know. And I was happy. I was peaceful. I was in peace, in a real peace. And my behavior began to change in a good way. And everyone was happy because of my little improvement in my life. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how life is supposed to be. You don't have to be always in a bad mood. And you don't have to overthink about something that you don't have to overthink about. Like hijab, you don't have to overthink. If you want to wear hijab, just wear it. Okay? Don't take it off. And that's what I'm actually scared about. I'm just scared about, inshallah, I will not take it off, inshallah. But that's just the only thing that I'm always thinking about. So yeah, that's my experience. Let's talk about the final points. It's the advantages, but I don't think I have to talk about it now that I finished this podcast because I've already done it, all this little podcast. So, in order to conclude this first podcast in a while, sorry. Hijab is the piece of tissue that will open you the doors of Jannah, inshallah, and that will help you to win some modesty, some purity, some dignity in your life. And in just covering your nakedness from others, you will be more happy, you will be more peaceful, and your life will be peaceful, and Allah will just I don't know what's the verb that I am supposed to use. It's reward. Yeah, so Allah will reward you for this act all your life. And if your behavior is belonging to your hijab, Allah will reward you more. And that's the only thing that you have to do if you want a peaceful life and a happy life here and in Jannah, inshallah. So that's the end of this podcast. I hope that you will like it. So if you like it, just comment, like, and maybe subscribe on my channel. So I will just tell you guys to take care of yourself and to be happy. And bye, my pookies.